Hello Sagittarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. This could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of feelings, emotions, and a very sensual connection. There you have sensuality right there. But no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right. Interesting. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are a little bit on the dark side. Now, this is your person of interest, Sag. This is what they're feeling. But because of the intensity of these cards, it could also be that you yourself are going through this. You may be mirroring each other. First card, the strongest, we have here centering, followed by surrender, illness, wellness, sensuality, order, wild woman, laughter, beliefs. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have beauty. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, the connection that I have with you, I feel very centered. I feel very grounded. You have this way of making me feel as if there's a sense of belonging. To me, we are sometimes the complete opposite, but we complement each other. There's a part of me that I feel needs you, a void, emptiness that needs that loving charm that you have. And I know that in this connection, there is this sense of belonging, that I belong to you and you belong to me. I never felt like this before, but now I do. Now I feel different, and I see things differently. I have surrendered my mind, my heart, and my body to you. Now I feel I have surrendered to you, and I don't want to resist any changes. I just want to go with the flow. I want to surrender. But there are certain things that weigh me down below the surface of this water. These issues, concerns, obstacles, hindrances, responsibilities that weigh me down, things that trigger me from the past, certain things that are haunting me from the past. I do know that in this connection, there are issues that I'm going through and things I have not told you about. For me right now, there's a sense of hopelessness, devastation, despair. In you, I found this person who makes me feel very sensual. Not only that, but you make me want to be better. You make me want to be different. You have this way of being so alluring, so tantalizing. You are very seductive. And you don't even have to try. You can be just the way you are, and it just kind of happens. I must admit, though, I do have feelings for you. And I do fantasize about you. I wonder what it would be like to be with you. And to be with you again. But right now, I am very confused. There are so many things going on in my life. Things that I need to settle down. And I can't make sense of it all. Yes, there is order, but there's too much chaos. I need to make a decision. I need to make things right. And I know they are not. I feel that in this connection, I need to have a better understanding of things. I need to understand things better. I need to know better. There's a lack of clarity. And with that lack of clarity, I can't make a choice. I can't move on. I stand still because I feel stuck. All around me there are clouds, and I can't see a way forward. This is why, if you wonder, Sag, why I stay where I am and why don't I make a move? This is why, because I don't want to make a mistake again. I feel that I already have made many mistakes, and I dare not make one more. I understand that I have been very dishonest. That trust that once existed has faded over time. And I know it's my fault. I was trying to be sneaky, trying to be clever, and yet I was not wise at all. I tried to do things behind your back, and there was a sense of deception, deceit, suspicion, treachery, and the worst kind of way. And yet, despite all that, I do consider you my confidant, my best friend, someone who I can rely on, trust. I do know that in this connection, you and I have a very strong bond. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes me tick. You know certain things about me that nobody else does. You are that ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. And when you shine on me, I feel fulfilled, full of light and full of hope. But I do understand. You and I have been born and brought up in very different ways. The things that you may think are right, I sometimes think are wrong. Yes, we do have our differences. These differences that exist, they are vast. They span over many different topics, discussions, ideas, debates, opinions. My mindset is not like yours. What you think about in regards to society, family, values, morals is slightly different from what I feel, and my background is different than yours. Overall, I do feel that you are someone who is the most beautiful person in the world. You are a part of nature. You are nature. And you are like a ray of sunshine. You are the sun. And you brighten my life. Not only on the outside are you beautiful, but on the inside as well. Your mind, your heart, your personality and your character. It tells me who you are. And I see myself through this looking glass that you have. As beautiful as you are, I don't like what I see. I see my reflection. And I am nothing like you. Sometimes I want to be like you. But then sometimes it's difficult because I feel differently. I have different views, a different mindset, different opinions. For now, a part of me has surrendered to you. And I feel that it's a complicated situation where I want to have you, but I just can't. I want to be with you, but I just can't. Part of the reasons are because of external influences, external factors, but also my own doubts and my own behavior since the last time we met. All right. Sagittarius. There's two things going on here. We have external forces, meaning this could be different people, a society, an organization that may be coming in between the both of you. Basically, the both of you may want to be together, but there's something here that's kind of pushing you guys apart, even pulling you apart. Not only that, but your person of interest is having some issues on the home front. There's something going on here, either at home or where they come from, their background, their opinion, their ideas. They're being held down. So for a small portion of you, this could be a third-party situation where you may want to be with the person, but there's other parties involved, and so that has become an issue here. What I definitely see is there are differences. This could be race, religion, caste. It could be somebody here is very rich, the other person's not so rich. Maybe with the beliefs card, sometimes it also talks about different organizations that have different opinions on the matter. So, for example, you may be working in the same company, but you're not allowed to date. You may be in rival companies and definitely you're not allowed to date. So that's something that's common that I've seen. Also, people that are in the military or any sort of organization that is that has someone posted on one side of the country and their loved one is on the other side of the country and they cannot get a transfer or a posting. So that's an organization that has a certain set of beliefs, right? And it restricts. So it could be a bunch of things here. Of course, there's many people out there and you guys have all, your different scenarios. But I do see that. I do see that there's definitely here something to do with beliefs. That's an issue. And it's pushing you guys apart. Also, your person of interest here was very sneaky at some point in time. They may have lied to you about something. They may not have been very truthful. Here, this was very fast. Didn't even have to shuffle it. One just came right out. So this is the Archangel. No, this is not the Archangel cards. This is the Lover's Path Tarot. And the Lover's Path Tarot, I like to have a look at these cards to see a little bit in the past. What happened in the past in this connection that you're in. So for those of you who are new, the first set of cards I just looked at, that is the current status. Here, it's a little bit in the past. So with the past, this shows us certain things that may have happened that was on your person's mind. they never really shared with you. They never told you why they did what they did. What were the reasons behind it? I also have here, for example, this is for those of you who have been in a relationship or in a connection with this individual, and you wonder now, why has this person ghosted you? Why have you not received that closure that you deserved? Perhaps they abandoned you. They faded over time. The communication between the both of you is quite less. So you're wondering, what happened? Because this person did not connect with you. They did not tell you what was on their mind and in their heart. Now, Sagittarius, these two cards are very meaningful for me in this deck. So I am going to read the entire interpretation because they're both very important. And these I do read in the reverse. Let's have a look. 5 of Coins. So the 5 of Coins here, it talks about how your person of interest was experiencing poverty, and it was trying, that poverty, the energy of poverty was trying to force them to look within for greater resources, but they were unable to do that. This poverty may be personified as a lack of wealth or a sense of emotional sterility. These feelings are transitory. And so interesting you have the word transitory because you have transformation here too. And we also have here, have faith in the future. A more prosperous phase of life is on its way. Of course, Sag, nothing lasts forever. Happiness or sadness. And we have here a sense of poverty, insecurity, and a lack of spiritual richness. Your person of interest here was feeling not good enough in so many ways. They did not feel that they had what it took to make you a happy person. They felt that there was a lack of emotion that they had. They had a lack of wealth. They were not secure. There was a lot of poverty involved. Now, maybe they're not so poor, right? Or disadvantaged, but they feel that they wanted to be better so that they could be with you and you could live happily ever after. You may not feel that they had this issue, but deep down inside, they felt that they were not good enough. You may have been perfectly fine. You don't even care if they earn money, right? I understand that. But this person felt, nope, I have to be that person who has the wealth, who is not in poverty. I need to have a job. I need to have a lot of love for this person. This person that you're dealing with also had some underlying issues internally, emotionally, before they even met you. They had something going on here way before the both of you even connected. And there's a lack of self-love. This person doesn't really love themselves. And I'm seeing the word emotionally detached. Because of that, they've grown emotionally detached. For them, that's the way they communicate with people, which is really, sad. That shouldn't be the case. The issue here is with the transformation card. It doesn't get any better here. Transformation card in the reverse is not so encouraging, but it is what it is, guys, right? Life, that's the way life is. It talks about changes, endings, and beginnings. That's what this card talks about. However, in the reverse, it talks about stagnation, resisting transformation, and the need to move in a new direction. But the inability to do so. Rigidity. Here it talks about transformations. The need to allow something to die, metaphorically speaking, in order to create room for the new. But why wouldn't this person change? Why were there no endings or beginnings or any type of change, even if you want a closure? Fear of loss from change. They were afraid of losing anything. This could be from money to ego and pride, right? They were afraid of losing because of the change. They weren't able to face the changes, and they were afraid of it. They had fear. So this is very common. We do fear the unknown as people, right? We feel uneasy. We don't feel as confident. So what I'm seeing here is your person of interest also at some point in time felt that if there were changes and if they tried to adjust, they wouldn't be able to adjust. They basically made the assumption and they made their conclusion right before it even happened. And their action towards it was this: no action at all. They're just not going to transform. They're just not going to change. This is a mindset that needs to be a little tweaked. And that can't be done by you. That's not going to be done by you. That has to be, this person needs wisdom. I'm seeing the wisdom card and the word of my mind's eye right now. This person has a lack of wisdom and they need that sort of guidance. They need the proper guidance. They never had that guidance before. Even if they did, they never truly recognized it the way it should have been recognized. All right, I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Let's have a look. All right, so we have here any sort of actions, plans, or intentions your person of interest may have towards you. These are 10 out of 10 cards, guys. This is really good. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, perfect, happy cards. Very nice. We have here the World. First of all, they realize that you do mean the world to them. If there has been distance here, and I do see that there is, Sag, if there's distance between the both of you, your person of interest now really wants to bridge that gap. They want to close the distance emotionally and physically. So they want to come together. They want to be close, okay? How are they planning on doing this? They actually are thinking in terms of, well, let's rephrase that. They're thinking of reconciling, okay? They want to tell you that they're sorry. They want to ask for forgiveness, right? But, and this could be vice versa. Some of you may be the person who needs to ask for forgiveness, but the majority of you, this is what your person of interest is thinking. This is what their actions are. They are going to reach out to you, and they do want to ask for forgiveness. Let's make things right. Let's be friends. This is a union. This is a reunion. These are two people that do desire each other, and both of you do have a past life spiritual connection here. I do see that with this card. But what's interesting about it is you guys already kind of know deep down that you belong together. Some of you are also very infatuated with this person, and this person's very infatuated with you. However, now it comes to a meeting of the hearts. This person does want to genuinely reach out to you and talk to you and tell you that they love you. They do love you. They have fallen in love with you. However, in the meantime, while they're making this plan, and they may even reach out, at some point they're still going to be very quiet. The High Priestess, they're going to have this self-reflection. They feel that you are destined to be together. They feel that there's certain things that they don't want to talk about, but they also know that if they don't, there's a lack of clarity. And it seems like, again, they're going to want to reach out to you. So it's weird. This person may, in your life, go back and forth. I'm seeing the word back and forth. They may have done that, right? But it's simply because they are not sure. They are not sure about you. They are sure about you, okay? But they're not sure how to do it. They're not sure how to reach out to you and convince you or to show you that this is who I am now. I really have changed. Because before, they were kind of all over the place. This is a huge difference, right? Remember, before transformations, they were just so rigid. They did not want to change. But now they do. So here we have the beautiful card, Ace of Cups. Once again, full forgiveness, an overflowing cup of love, trying to bring that offer to you. And then we have Temperance. Finally, having that sense of truce, that sense of peace, but also trying to use fate and destiny in a way where they know that the both of you can be together, but they're trying to manipulate fate and destiny in a way, but not in a bad way. Just kind of manifesting on their own. And I do see here that they want to have a better balance. They know that before things were not equal. There was a lack of give and take that was equal, but now they want to have an equal give and take in this connection. The overall arching theme we have here, judgment. They want a second chance. Before, there was a lack of that. There was a lack of truth, a lack of honesty, a lack of clarity. But going forward, your person of interest here wants clarity. They want more honesty. They want more transparency. They don't want to be in the dark anymore, as they once were before. All right, so definitely, Sagittarius, I do see this person reaching out to you. However, for you, it might be very difficult to even believe that because of the cards that you had before. I mean, those were very intense. And someone like that, who's in that sort of energy before, like we had the 5 of coins, I think it was, and the transformation card, it's very difficult to just all of a sudden have that on-off switch. It's not going to work like that. There's going to be a huge transition period from that time up until what I've just spoken here. And there needs to be that sense of grief, that sense of healing, right? Hermit. Then we have wisdom. Then we have strength. So it's only after that that this person is going to actually do any of this. But it's not going to be anytime soon. Because right now, that mindset is completely different. All right. Let's have a look at Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, so we have your yes, listen to your intuition, no. Then we have trust. All right, you do have a timeline here within the next few weeks, or it could be months even. We have here, first card, the strongest. Yes, listen to your intuition. So some of you may have been going through a lot mentally. You've been thinking a lot. You've been contemplating a lot. And sometimes you may be second guessing yourself. Now, remember, your intuition is that higher self. That is your soul speaking to you, the body / the spirit. Your soul is much more older and wiser than you are. It's been there, done that thousands of times. Okay? Sometimes in human form, sometimes in many other forms. And I know this because I do past life readings, and some of them are not normal. Some of them are very out there. And I have seen people have not always been people, right? We've been elements, we've been animals, we've been so many things. So there's certain feelings and emotions and instincts that you will have that you should pay attention to. If you ignore it, you will literally be ignoring that first sense of energy that you get, that hint, that knowingness. Please do listen to your intuition. Pay attention to when you have this gut feeling. Usually it's the first one that's correct, not the second one. There's a reason for that. Here we also have no with an exclamation mark. A lot of you are not. You're very pessimistic because so much has happened that is so negative. You don't even think that anything positive can happen. Okay? So here, I do see the message being no, do trust in the divine's plan. There is a plan. You even agreed to it before you came to planet Earth. Your soul did. Your body doesn't remember it, but your soul did. And so, do trust in the divine plan. You are to learn lessons while you're here. And unfortunately, we are supposed to experience the good, bad, and the ugly. The beautiful, even, right? So much we can learn. But it's going to take some time here. This particular connection, I'm seeing more it's a waiting game for you right now. This is what's happening. You are actually ready. However, your person of interest is not. And because of that, it may take some time. And yes, right here, perfect timing. And then you have a year from now. Wow. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Isn't that what I said earlier? Yes, with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups, you had that sense of forgiveness. It was a reoccurring theme. So we do have here forgiveness. When is this going to happen? From now until the next year, something's going to happen where somebody's going to go to someone and say sorry, and someone's going to ask for forgiveness. The only way, Sagittarius, this connection is going to work out is if that feeling of guilt, right, has been settled, right? This person's feeling guilty at some point in time because you had there the Wild Woman card earlier. For me, that's a sneaky treachery card. Doing things behind someone's back, sneaky behavior. So this person is most likely going to approach you at some point in time and ask for forgiveness. But before they even do that, what I'm seeing here is that they are going to go through that transformation that you had. The transformation card you had. This person's going to go through that transformation. Of course, then we have the hermit mode, the wisdom, and all that kind of stuff that I just mentioned earlier. They have to go through this phase, right? And that's why it's going to probably take about from now until a year. And some of you might have seen this maybe last year. You might be upset seeing it again. That's just the way it is, guys. Sorry, I'm just the messenger here. And I can obviously, I have to say this, but I can see that whatever's going to happen, it's within the next few months up until the year. But some of you, because you got this last year, it might be a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. I know you don't want to hear that. This deck, unfortunately, it doesn't have a card that goes to 3 years from now or 5 years from now. The 1 year is the only one I have, right? And that's the way this deck works. However, the good thing about this, the good news, Sagittarius, is that I do see progress. And it's interesting, you do have 3 cards here that have a timeline, right? Perfect timing, a year from now, within the next few weeks. So within the next few weeks, I do see that certain things are going to change in terms of your thought, your process of the way you're feeling, the way you're thinking, and your person of interest too. Within the next few weeks or months, for them, I would just say it's months. 7, 8, I'm seeing the number 7, 8, 7, 8 months. Things are going to start to change for them. However, from now all the way to, next year, that's when things are really going to change. Okay? And I know some of you might not want to wait that long, and that is completely understandable. Be that squirrel and jump from that one branch to the next. That is a different choice, a different reality. And there will be an outcome for that too. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to stick with this person if you don't want to. I know many of us, we've been waiting for a long time, and sometimes it's also an age thing. Don't worry about it. If you feel that it's just too much to handle, it's just too darn stressful, and there's no guarantee in the end anyway, I would suggest keep your options open and don't dwell on this individual. Simply because there's a lot of things that this person has to change. But I can say, if you have been resonating with the majority of this reading, if all of the other cards seem to be resonating, then most likely this is going to come to fruition too. There's a sense of forgiveness, and there's a sense of belonging and this person wanting to come back into your life. I do see that here. Take it as it resonates. Sagittarius. It is a win-win. I do like it though. Either way, something's going to happen. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be good. And that's your reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys supporting the channel and having the patience sometimes, because I know I've been just all over the place recently with my health. Right now, I'm pretty good. The weather's changing, yay! So it's better now. Not as congested or as sick as I was before, but I do appreciate you guys and the patience and the support that you guys have always provided. And I wanted to mention, so I do personal readings. Some of you do ask that in the comments. Please do have a look at my website, www.asnointia.com, and I do have the link below in the description if in case some of you are interested. You can go to my website, have a look at the rates and packages section. There you will see some readings that I have available still. So one is on past life and spiritual connections. Not always is it past life. Sometimes it could be scheduled for a different lifetime, meaning in the future. But the majority of them have always been past lives. There's also love readings that I do, a written report plus an audio. And I also have the chakra checkup package, which is me looking into remotely. I have the ability of doing this also with the help of Angel Fakeel. That's my angel guide, and you can read about her on my website. So I have the ability of looking into where you live, how many negative energies there are there around your aura and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. This is negative energy mixed with energy, right? It's all energy, right? But some of us do feel a bit worn down, and this could be a misalignment between your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. If you feel, for example, that you have this negativity around you, right? Or if you feel that your home is haunted, if you feel that you're having sleep paralysis, anything that doesn't make you feel good, like supernatural negative things, definitely you can get that package and it will help you get rid of such things from your life. So it does help get rid of jinns, demons, evil spirits, and I've created it myself because I've been through a lot in my lifetime and I don't like these things anymore. Nobody ever really likes them, especially if they're, attacking you all the time. So please have a look at that. If you want something a little less than that, just the basic, I do have the Holy Light package. That is a self-help guide. Please have a look at that. It's very helpful for a lot of people out there too. And I do have small self-help guides too, little packages, like if you have a family generational curse, if you feel you have that. I also have the water wellness package, which is how to create holy water and for you to drink as well as to cleanse yourself from the inside. But the main package that I have is the chakra checkup that has a lot of stuff in it, and it's a personalized reading where it's very in-depth, where I tell you a lot as well. So please have a look at that, because I have all that stuff available for you guys too. And I also have another channel. It's called Asnointia Audio. Many of you know that already. For those of you who are new, I do have videos there on spiritual connections, past life spiritual connections, and also advice for relationships, that sort of advice, what type of scenarios people go through and what they're feeling, what they're thinking during that time. Also, I have one video on negative energies. So if you feel that there's something going on around you, it's very important for me. I actually recorded that one because a lot of people don't know how these things affect us. So hopefully some of you, if you do feel that, if you watch it, you'll know how to basically avoid such things and how to also help yourself from all of that. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again. Take care, stay safe, and please do like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel. Thanks. Bye-bye now.